lights out, and we are racing here at the Italian Grand Prix. It's a really good launch from KTM star Jack Miller. What an electric start it was by the Australian. He just powers on by Pecco Bagnaia on the interstanding line for the first time. More open for Martin to attack him going into the fast Arrabbiata. Marc Marquez almost tagged the back there, didn't he, of Luca Marini. That was so close to disaster going down to Scarperia. Big head shake there on the brakes for Marc Marquez. Marini's being a really good reference here for the Marquez boys, because Luca Marini's upped his pace. He got down to a 1:46.898 on that lap number 5, and able to go with him on tyre because he's just slow.
Oh, Marquez down!
He's gone down! Full lead angle, he's not saving that one, and it's another DNF then for 30-year-old Spaniard Marc Marquez. He's looking at that stricken Honda, he can't believe it. What on earth happened? Trying to line up some slipstream behind Luca Marini's Ducati. He went in,
turn back and get a good run and use the toe down the straight, but the problem is you have to turn back a little harder, and the front didn't cope with that. Down he went.
At the moment, coming through the third sector, that's certainly what we're seeing on the left-hand side of your screen. Bagnaia through the Piondetto in Europe, but still only 14th for him. Gian Antonio currently holds the final point, but this is our focus at the moment, the battle for third place. If anything happens between Bagnaia and Martin,
there's a lot on the line here, particularly for Alex Marquez. There'll be big brownie points here in the Gresini Ducati squad if he can take a podium in their home race. Luca Marini is desperate.
as Alex Marquez down that main straight. John Zarco was the quickest rider of that trio. In fact, he was the quickest rider on circuit last time around. Zarco 1:47.267
ahead of him.
That was a big lap for Bagnaia, that 1:47.1, his quickest lap for quite some time, as Alex Marquez crashes out ahead of us, out of a podium position.
Well, that's a gift, isn't it, for Marini and for a real tough one to take. What that means then now, the battle as it stands for the final place on the podium is now between Marini and Zarco with Binder.
So obviously that's promoted everyone else further back up one position in the order. So now Binder and Miller for the KTMs, 5th and 6th ahead of Aleix Spargaro. But Marco Bezzecchi is having a really tough afternoon. He's just on a 1:48.2.
It clearly has been the standout rider so far in 2023, and he's just trying to prove that point in emphatic fashion here in front of his home crowd.
Starting to rediscover that consistency, and it's giving him a very strong position in the championship, although we shouldn't forget, of course, Jorge Martin is still firmly in that title picture as well, and at the moment he's certainly going to limit the damage. That would be the situation at the moment. Martin would close to within 3 points.
It was a narrow second to Pecco Bagnaia, but at the moment, Lewis, he's on what, lap 17, 13.2 seconds. He's nearly a second off the pace here. This is a humbling and chastening experience, not just for Quattro but for Yamaha.
Nearly made contact as well. We're now looking forward from Marini towards Zarco, who did appear to be the quicker of the two. Now the question is, of course, with a full clear lap
of the season, he's picking up a whole chunk of points to keep himself more doubt in his mind about the capability of Honda to get themselves out of this massive hole they find themselves in right now. 5.2 kilometres left. He drops down through Casanova and Cervelli, and surely Pecco Bagnaia is going to make it back-to-back Grand Prix victories here in Italy. 1 and 2, Pecco Bagnaia goes, what a day, what a weekend this has been for Ducati in their home Grand Prix. The top 5 in yesterday's sprint, they're going to take the top 4 in the Italian Grand Prix, back to the 9th. Morbidelli rounds out the top 10, Quattararo, a disappointing 11th to say the least. Vinales, Nakagami, Gian Antonio and Augusto Fernandez complete the point scoring places, but take a bow.